think it's Sunday, March 8th or 9th. One of the two. Let me just give y'all a quick view of my morning. My morning so far here on Maui. I've been up since 4. Most of you know that I get up super early. And this is one of my favorite things to do in the morning is watch the cruise ships come in. People coming to Maui for the first time in their lives, getting ready to have their lives changed, celebrating, releasing. I mean, you just never know, man. That's the thing that I love. Is like I never know what to expect at a moment's notice. So I don't know. I appreciate people who take chances on themselves and get out to try to see the world and try new things. Yeah. So I don't know which cruise ship is coming in, but that's one there. And it's just a beautiful morning, man. I woke up feeling at peace. See, we got the sun getting ready to rise. Man, who could ask for anything more? Who could ask for anything more? But yet, I'm always asking for more. So yeah, I just wanted to greet everyone this morning, man. Welcome you into the chat, into the live. Shout out to the Source 479, man, for being an amazing example of, how to really operate and navigate through the social media world and use YouTube to spread the message and connect. So appreciate what my brother Doron is doing. Send many prayers up to him and his family, his wife, who's having a health challenge at the moment. So if you guys are watching and you're connected with not only the Source 479, but if you're connected with your source, please send a shout out and a prayer. Send light and love to my brother Doron. His channel is at Source 479 here on YouTube, and his wife is going through some health challenges at the moment. And he's just a good brother, man. He's a good dude that's always. Oops, get my finger out of there. Get your finger out of there. He's a good dude that's always, encouraging other artists and other people, man. Just a good soul. I've known him for a long time through men's groups and things like that, and always a source of inspiration, you know. So shout out to him, and thank you all for sending your prayers out. And again, this is like one of my favorite things to do, man, is check out the cruise ships that's coming in. And maybe some of you guys are on this ship right here coming in to Maui. But again, it just fascinates me, man, how people are able to just get up and do what they do, man. You know, get up and do what they do. Take chances on themselves, take risks. You know, it's awesome, bro. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. And again, man, just welcome you into this wonderful day. Many of you don't get an opportunity to see the ocean, or have been to Maui. So, this is just my way of just sharing some of that love, man. That's all. All right, we got people in the chat. Let me just read real quick. Yo, what was your dream thing? What do you mean, my dream thing? This is my dream thing. Uh, Shout out to said. My reading abilities are suck at the moment. All right, so I can't pronounce your handle, but shout out to Jesse Jose. All right, Jose. What's up, Jose? Appreciate you, brother or sister. Whatever you identify with, my friend. Appreciate you. Well, all right. See if you can see it in the background. Maybe I'll turn around so that way you're not just getting my pretty face. You're getting also, some of the ocean, some of the sunrise, and all that good stuff. But real quick, man, I wanted to talk about creating a system of change. Creating a system of change, because I realized that, man, I can't change the system. I lived my whole life trying to change the system, trying to really empower and inspire others to believe in themselves, to love themselves. All the things that I'm just now doing. That I wasn't really doing back in the day. I didn't know how to love myself or be disciplined enough to follow my dreams and pursue things. So with that being said, I had to change my system. I had to update and upgrade my conditioning, my thinking, my mentality. This is what I talk about when I talk about self-mastery. To know yourself so well that you recognize your triggers before anyone else can react or respond to them, before anyone else can criticize or critique you on who you are. You already know, and you know how to do the work to balance and to resolve those triggers. Because I don't think anyone wants to have counterproductive behaviors in their life. Like, do you agree, Jose? You agree? Do you actually want to have counterproductive behavior in your life? And what I mean by counterproductive behavior, meaning, is, do you actually want to live below the standards of what you can achieve? I don't think anyone wants that for themselves. But I also don't think a lot of people know how to not have that happen. Like, a lot of that stuff for me, a lot of the things that happened that I didn't want to happen happened because of my just naive, not knowing how to stop the patterns, how to stop the system from continuing, because that's all it's gonna do. It's a program. I was always programmed to people please. I was always programmed to put others above my needs. I was always programmed to work a 9 to 5, to not believe in myself. It was just a program. And once I figured that out, not even figured it out, I fell into it. You know how they say you fall in love? I guess that was falling in love for me. I fell in love with the idea and the concept that this can be changed. Like, it does not have to be this way. Because for me, I didn't understand, like, when I would watch movies and they would always talk about, just, you can achieve your dreams, you can do anything you put your mind to. And when I would see successful people on TV, especially in movies, I'll see actors and celebrities and just people living their dreams, and they always talked about pursue your dream. And so I believed that, and I did that, but no one said anything about the resistance that I would hit that comes with trying to pursue something, because you're not pursuing it for the approval or validation of others. I had to learn to pursue it just because it was what I wanted to pursue, if that makes sense. And that was the challenging part, because I thought pursuing a dream meant that there would be instant support, instant approval, instant gratification. But that's just not the case. Let me get comfortable. This is my chill spot, y'all. I call this home beach. Me and my wife, we call this home beach. This is where we come to chill and meditate. And you can see the ocean behind me. So it's almost like a little private beach. But the uncles, they do a great job just kind of maintaining it here. So I don't know, man. When you guys come out to the retreat, the Maui immersion retreat, I think hopefully I'll have one later this year. But if you come to the Maui immersion retreat, man, we'll come here and hold space and do the work. But anyway, let me get back to my point. I had to learn how to create a system of change. If I knew that I was the system and I was in control of changing the way my life was operating, then I had to experiment with solutions. The solutions weren't just going to pop up and appear. I had to experiment. I had to experience life. I had to go through the moments of conflict with co-workers and family members and friends. I had to go through the experience of betrayal, betraying self, the experience of the process of patience. Like, it got easier and easier each time once I recognized that it was just a pattern. If it's gonna keep showing up in my life. And I had to ask myself, is this the constant reaction I want to have to this experience? Is this what I want? Is this what I want it to be every time I have an experience? Every time I have a conflict with a person, is this the reaction I want to give? And if it was no, then I did the work on resolving it and figuring out, like, well, what is the reaction that I want to have when there's a conflict? And the only way to know that is to have had an idea of who I wanted to be, who I wanted to become. Like, I had to know, what did that look like? What is the best version of myself look like? Because if I get an idea of what the best version of myself looks like, then I can begin to see how the best version of myself reacts to conflict. Like, have you asked yourself that? What are the behaviors of the best version of yourself? How do you behave when people aren't looking? What is your integrity level? How do you treat yourself when no one's around? How do you treat others? You see what I'm saying? These are questions a self-mastered individual will know the answer to. Because you must know the answer to these questions. Otherwise, you're just going to leave it up to someone else to, hey, pause that thought. I want y'all to see this real quick. All right. There we go. All right, I'll keep talking, but I definitely want you guys to get some of this morning glory. I'll call it. Let's call it morning glory. Um, but anyway, yeah, man, I had to change. I just had to change the reaction. I had to ask myself, is this the best version of myself? Is this how the best version of myself is gonna react and respond when there's conflict happening? And the answer was no. I wanted to respond in peace and in balance and in love. I had to end the cycle of aggression and competition. It has to end somewhere. And that that is creating a system of change within your own program. That's when you are self-mastered, people. This thing is gonna change. It's gonna change your world, and then it's gonna change the world we live in. Because the more of us that show up self-mastered, the more of us that show up understanding who we are and how we behave and how we want to show up in the world and what we want to contribute to the world, it's just gonna make the world a better place. Only it's like that butterfly. So maybe you're just one flap of the wind or the wing. I'm just one flap of a butterfly's wing in this human ecosystem. And so are you. Hi, everybody. Let's say hi to everyone. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I see one of you is watching. I see 2 likes. I'm new to all this stuff, so please forgive me if I'm not doing it right, but I'm doing my best. I may not be doing it right, but I'm doing my best. How about that? So this is Haleakala. here on Maui. That's where if you've heard of the famous road to Hana, it's over that mountain right there. We got our sunrise coming up. We got our cruise ship coming in. And we got you becoming who you are. That'd have been a nice commercial. Um, yeah, man. So that's just the things that I'm passionate about. I really do want the best for you. I really do want you to believe in yourself. But even when you don't believe in yourself, it doesn't mean that what you can be isn't true. You know, the best version of yourself is within the version of yourself. The best version of yourself is within the self you are now. Wait, the best version of yourself is within the version of yourself now. Hi, Trace. Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. If you missed my tangent, I'm sure you can get it on the replay. It is beautiful. Yeah, I agree. The sun's about to come up, really about to peak now. I love how that shimmers off the waters right there. There you go. See if I can make it a little prettier. And then we got tourists coming in. And I love this park because some people are coming to Maui for the first time. Some people are returning back home. Some people are just some people. Anybody want to take me on a cruise ship? It's all good. Let me know. Get another view of Haleakala over here. Anybody watching on this cruise ship right here? Oh, thank you so much for the subscription. I really do want to like have more content and do more things, man. Like I got my University of Becoming is up. So if you guys want to, if you ever want to know what I'm up to, just go to my website, emanonwanderer.com, or just follow the. Oh, you're in USA? So am I. I'm in the USA as well. Are you on Hawaii? Tresma, Tresima Castillo. At Tresima Castillo. Castillo. I'm gonna go to your page and subscribe as well. Do you put up videos? So I got my ubucampusstore.com, and I got emanonwanderer.com, and I got youbecomingyou.com. So I'm so excited for this year of launching University of Becoming You. Show my gorgeous mug for a second. Um, there we go. That's a Hollywood shot right there. Look at that. Isn't that like, that's like movie quality, you know? So I'm gonna be giving out some deals, some discounts for a journal, University of Becoming You Spiral Journal, because I want to start doing some things with the community where we start doing some writing, and we can like have journal time, writing time. We'll have some prompts, and I just want to begin to work with people to just start exercising that muscle of expression through writing, because I think everyone has a story to tell, and it's not to say that you have to tell your story to the world, but definitely